avoidable petty fight that ended up claiming tens of lives. In 2018, this video caused a lot of officials in China to be furious as it led to deaths that most thought could be avoided. In the video, you can see the driver, 42-year-old Ran, in a heated exchange with a passenger who was later identified as 48-year-old Liu. Liu can be seen slapping the driver with her cell phone before he hits back, losing control of the bus in the process. This incident happened in the city of Chongqing, China, and the bus unfortunately plunged about 200 feet down into the Yangtze River. Yes, they were doing all that while crossing the iconic but also really high second Guangzhou Yangtze River Bridge. There's actually this camera footage from outside the bus, which shows the moment the driver lost control. He veered off into the oncoming lane and crashed into a sedan before rolling off the edge of the bridge down into the river. It was confirmed that at the time of the accident, there were about 15 people inside the bus, with none having survived. The bus actually plunged about 215 feet below the surface of the water, meaning it was very difficult for anyone to make it. That's also probably why out of 15 fatalities, only 13 bodies were retrieved and identified, while 2 remained missing. Also worth noting is that the rescue operation was quite huge given the nature of the location and accident. About 50 firefighters, 5 fire engines, and 2 rescue boats were dispatched to the scene, where the only indication of the sunken bus was oil fragments floating atop the waters. And that wasn't enough because a 60-ton capacity crane had to also be dispatched to pull the wreckage out of the water. So we already know that this horrific accident was caused by a brawl, but what exactly were they fighting about? Well, turns out that the woman, Liu, had missed her stop and wanted to be let off the bus, but Ran didn't want to hear any of that. That's how she ended up hitting him, and he retaliated. And as I said before, when people learned that this was the cause of the accident, they were nothing but infuriated. An avoidable petty fight that ended up claiming tens of lives. These sentiments were apparently mostly expressed on Weibo, a popular social media platform in China, with users, for example, stating, "In a few seconds, a whole bus of life is lost," and "The price of acting on impulse is too grave." The official police statement also blamed the fight on mutual fist-fighting behavior. What I also found surprising about this case is that it seems that bus driver and passenger fights are sort of common in China. A commentary published in a local newspaper, People's Daily for instance, stated, "We have to ask, why do fistfights between passengers and drivers keep happening?" But yeah, rest in peace to everyone that was on board on that bus.